Well, hello everybody, and thank you for joining us to Recruit the Universe to Your Service, Part 2. Okay, I'm happy to see you all here. And just to remind you, my name is Revital HN, and I'm running a Facebook group called, Abraham-Hicks, How to Change Your Life in 30 Days. Okay, you can find us there. You can join us here on How to Change Your Life in 30 Days community in Google+. Okay, and we're running a live workshops on that topic. And today is how to recruit the universe to your service, or in other words, the placemat process of Abraham. Okay, now before we start, I would like to invite someone who had been with us last time on part 1, just to share an experience of how it was to communicate with the universe, and how does it feel when the universe actually starts working to your, for you. Josette, am I right? Do you have something to say?
Might as well get it done. Okay. Well, yeah, it was 2 days ago, so it was a good experience because for me, it brought back a lot of memories that were related to the law of attraction. Like trying to save for our house, and anyway. But the thing, just for that part, I'm just going to make that real short, is that just being positive every day and having to look forward to our target. I think that is what helped with the universe making it happen for us. So we ended up with a home for the family. But the day after, which was yesterday, Wednesday, I did my placemat and I wrote down a few things here. And what happened is, what I've done first, I've meditated a little bit, to get the universe and me in touch so that we can understand each other, because you can't just write down whatever you want and expect the universe to handle what you throw at it.
Really?
So that's what I found out on Tuesday. And so, yeah, yesterday it was really exciting because I had a few things that needed taking care of, and the universe came through 110%, and the 10% extra was, I ended up with an additional supplier, so that was a big surprise. And anyway, I think, just make it short because I know there's a lot to be told or said today. So just want to tell you that get in touch with your higher self there for 5 minutes, and write all those things down you need the universe to take care of for you, and go for it. Keep asking.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I remember. Yeah. Now, I'm going to wrap a little how we were working on the first part of it, okay? And I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, so you can actually, we're going to make a small preview of how we started, okay? And here it is. Now, today, what I'm going to do, I am going to make small breaks for people on YouTube, okay? Because I know that you're there, and we are going to collect your comments if you have comments, okay? So here it is, recruit the universe to your service, and who the universe are, okay? Last time, on our first part, we actually made a short exercise, okay, where you close your eyes for a few moments, look at the universe, and what do you see, and what do you experience, okay? So if you want to do it now, okay, for a short, brief moment, okay, we can do that. Okay, we can do that for a minute. So you can close your eyes for a brief moment and just think or look. Actually, you're not supposed to think. You're supposed to look at the universe and see who are there in the universe. Who the universe is. When you say universe, who you actually expect to show up. Okay. Okay, if you have any answers, you can just print them on the chat bar, on the chat box. Okay, and I'll take it from there. Today we're going to run it a little different than the other time. Okay, I saw a lot of angels, my family members who are past, and my spirit guides, Carol is saying and sharing with us. Sashi is telling me she gave me a whole file of WordPress. I cannot open it right now. Oh, Sashi is saying that she saw an image of a galaxy. That's awesome. Okay. Colors. Josette say colors, pink and blue. So you actually started to see energy. Awesome. Okay, we're going to go back to our slides. Okay, and who is the universe? Okay, when you're looking at the universe, when I look at the universe, I find source, I find angels, I find soul family, I find ancestors, higher self, inner being, elementals. You know who the elementals? The fairy, the midgets, okay, the elves, okay, the mermaids. Okay, we have the wind elements. Okay, we have the fire elementals. Okay, we have high density consciousnesses. High density can be in the body or out of the body. Okay, consciousnesses, some of them are just light beings. High densities creators. Okay, high densities creator could be, again, you know, aliens, like we call them. Okay, or we used to call them gods. Okay, in short, we're talking about our non-physical community. So our non-physical community is there in the universe, at least the way I see it. Okay, and okay, now once you understand that, okay, once you understand that, the next question is I'm going to ask you, how do you communicate with a non-physical community? Okay, how do you think you're going to communicate with a non-physical entities, consciousnesses? You can print it on the chat box. I'll pick it from there. Isn't it just exciting? Intention. You must have intention to begin with. Without any intention, nothing is going to work, not even joining us here. Thoughts and emotions. Definitely. Feelings. Definitely. Something which is very important to begin with Very important. Without this, we cannot start. Okay, I'm going to be brief here. I'm not going to push you or pull you. Okay, we have to be aware of them. We have to be aware of it. It's like you have to be aware of someone in order to recognize that individual. Okay, it happens to me many times in the past that, you know, family members of mine, okay, were catching me in the street when I was not aware of their being there. And when I was asking myself, how is it possible that they saw me, but I didn't see them, okay, and I was caught with such a huge surprise when they were holding me and said, Vital, hey, how are you? You didn't see me. And I said, hell no, I just didn't expect to see you here. I wasn't aware to the possibility or the potential of seeing you here. And that's why I didn't see them, even though my friends at work used to laugh at me that they could stand in front of me and I wouldn't see them, okay? And why is that? Because I live on a different platform. I see whatever I'm looking to see. I'm not watching of whatever it is, okay? So sometimes I just have to switch it in my mind, okay, in order to see whatever I want. I know it sounds ridiculous and funny, but that's how it is. And I realize that I have to be aware for things to show up in my experience without me being prepared for them. Okay? So let's move on. The only thing we have to do, we have to be aware. Okay, we just have to be aware of the universe. We have to be aware of who's there in the universe that we're communicating with. Who is there that we actually expect to recruit? Because like you're trying to recruit someone to your business or to your service or just, you know, to partner with you, you have to know who that whoever is, okay? You really have to introduce yourself with them. Okay, you want to create a communication with them. You want to be familiar with them. You can. The universe is smart enough to do it without you communicating with it. Okay, the universe actually watches you, even though you don't watch it. And this is part of the fun thing. And I would like to say a little bit more about it. Okay, you know. The thing is that the universe is going to work for you whether you're going to communicate with it or you're not going to communicate with it, okay? Because the universe, it's like a camera behind a mirror. It sees you even though you are not aware of its existence. So that's the good part of it, okay? The best part of it is that how much better, okay, you can benefit if you know how to use it. If you know who's there and how to communicate with them. How much better you can leverage your results. Don't you just love it? Okay, so let's move on, because I know that people are going to say, but it was working with me before I even knew who's there. Okay, now it's going to work better. Now that you know who the universe is, and who's there, and you made a short introduction, okay, you're going to continue this introduction after this, after the video, after the workshop. Here, you're going to continue your introduction because it's a live. Look at me. That's my mouse running. Okay. Once you know who they are, it's a lifetime engagement with them. It's a lifetime relationship. It's not going to end up any time. Even you're going to get out of your body, they're still going to be there. Okay, so you are just starting a journey, you know, with the universe. Okay, and how do you communicate with the universe? Okay, first you have to be aware of the universe. Okay, you have to be aware of who is there, and I cannot press more. Okay, and the second thing You're communicating with your consciousness. You're communicating telepathically. Okay, like you're communicating with someone who cannot answer you. Okay, who can talk to you only telepathically. So you have to understand it. Okay, and you're going to create a personal language with them. Okay. Now, when you communicate with non-physical consciousness, okay, you communicate on the consciousness level, okay, because the non-physical being, okay, has consciousness, but they don't have a body, or at least not the kind of body you can perceive. But when it comes to consciousness, this is whatever we have in common, okay? Now, I want to invite you for 1 minute. For 1 minute, I want you to close your eyes and just give yourself a few brief minutes, okay, to communicate on the consciousness level with another consciousness level. Isn't that just fun? Okay, just whenever you're ready, whoever is ready, just print your answer on the chat box. It doesn't have to be that much. How quickly did you get connection? How quickly you were able to communicate? Was it long? Was it instantaneously? How long did it take? You got your ringings in your left ear immediately. Yeah. Immediately I communicate. All the time. Awesome. Anyone else? Sashi is communicating immediately. Josette was hearing the rings in the left ear. Carol say right away, pure love. Petra and Pana and Lucia are kind of quiet today. Okay. Sometimes it takes time to recognize, okay, that language. It takes time to recognize the language. It's fine. Okay. So what we actually realize is that it's instantaneously. At the moment you start communicate on the consciousness level, there's no time gap, nothing. It's immediately working. Okay. Here I'm revealing secrets from the non-physical world. No time gap. No time gap. Okay, time doesn't exist. Okay, my slides all the time jump. Okay. Now the question is, okay, what can you communicate with the universe? Okay, take another minute, just another minute, okay, and look and use your consciousness to bring you the answer or to bring you the experience of what can you communicate with the universe. Actually, what is that the universe is interested about you? What the universe actually wants to know about you? What actually the universe wants to do for you, okay? If you're going to recruit someone to your service, okay, you want to know their motives, okay? What drives them to come and assist you? What is it that they are willing to do for you? Or what is it that they are willing to do with you? What is their agenda as partying up with you? What value do the universe wish to bring into your life? Okay. You see, now it's running really fast. Sashi said, my well-being. So that is saying that it's confirming my inner beliefs. Now, when we talk about well-being, that's a large topic, okay? When it comes to your well-being, everything is on your well-being plate, if you think about it, okay? Anyone else wants to communicate on that level? Awesome. Petra is saying, I feel like going, let's have fun. You? Okay, he feels, you know, he feels that the universe actually is ready for fun, is ready, you know, to experience together, is ready for adventures, for joy. Awesome. Josette is already getting the message for the day. Yeah. So let's continue. Okay. This is a question that I don't want to that I'm going to keep a very short brief on talking about it because we went in depth on the first part. Okay, is it all positive and rosy? Okay, and this is something that you would like to explore with yourself. Okay, and how do you know when it's not? Okay, this is something you would like to go back, you know, to part 1 and explore it with yourself. It's not that complicated. Okay. And another thing which is really, really important, okay, our universe is not above the laws, okay, and I forgot to fix it again. The laws are above our universe, okay, and this is something that I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with. Okay, you see, the thing is that our universe has its own laws. Okay, and no one can change them. Okay, because this is the blueprint of the universe. This is the blueprint of the essence of the existence of the universe. Okay, it's like a domino effect. If we're going to change the rule, rules, we are going to change the universe. It's not going to be the same universe again. It's like any piece of art, and sometimes you don't understand why artists are spending so much time for every little detail. Because every little detail is actually changing the entire piece. Okay, that's why artists are so crazy sensitive about everything, okay, that is going on their creation with the works. And you can't tell me anything about it because I've been there. It can be, you know, it can be like your baby, okay? Every little change in that baby is not going to make it your baby. It's going to make it a new baby, okay? So the same thing with the universe. Source created this universe with 7 laws that we are aware of, okay? 7 universal laws, okay, which is a whole different conversation, okay? Now the law of attraction, okay, is one of them, and one of the most basic of them, okay, and the one that had been kept hidden from us, so to say, until now. Okay, some people were able to find it by default. Some people knew about it. The majority just didn't know. Okay, so we're here to learn how to practice it in a very simple way. So it's really, really important that the universe, to understand that the universe is not about the law. Source is not about the law, because if Source is going to change the law, this is not going to be the same universe. It's going to be a different creation. Okay? It's like somebody who press laws is going to go against the laws. It's just, there's no integrity in there. It's not going to happen. Okay? So, just for you to know, the universe works with the law of attraction. It works with the law of cause and effect. It works with the law of the least resistance, and it goes with the law of the right tension. Okay? It has to have a balance between too strong and too soft. Okay? We're not going to start with them now. We're just focusing. Okay, so the universe can bring you, okay, whatever you already align with according to the law of attraction. The universe can bring you only what you are emitting as your lost the word, as your dominant vibration. You cannot expect the universe, okay, to give you something which is far of your dominant vibration. Let's say you have, you know, the 3 B's, okay? Money, health, and relationship, okay? Okay, let's say you are with a very deep luck, okay, with your financials, okay, and this is how you feel about it. The universe cannot tell you, okay, we're going to make you rich overnight. No, it's going to go against the law of the universe. It's going to go against the law of attraction, because you don't have this vibration for the universe to meet. You didn't supply those 2 things to stick together. Okay? So you definitely have to work with the law of attraction in order for the universe to complement you. Okay? But now that you know that, you can work better, because you know that the universe is there for you. Okay? Okay. Now we're going to the placemat process. Okay? Last time people were asking me, you know, where is the placement process? And I said, this is it. This is my to-do list. Okay? That's how my to-do list look like. It looks like trying to do the impossible. Everything is over there. From the little things that you have to do, from waking up in the morning and make yourself ready for the day, okay, and to the bigger details of solving the world problems, I'm joking, okay, and creating more abundance and bringing more clients to your business, or or just taking care of the kids, taking care of a family member who's who needs help and support, and you're running against time and you're running on high heels. Okay, of course we want to do everything in the impossible. Okay, so this is how to-do list is looking like. And when it comes to the placement process, okay, it starts with all the things that we have to do. It starts with our to-do list. Okay, that's how it starts with. Okay, now the placement process looks like that. We take all of our to-do list, okay, and that's what we make it. We are going to sit, enjoy, relax, get into the vortex, okay? And the universe is going to win the game for us. See? The universe is going to win the game for us. And if you think about it, you actually want to be in a place that you're in your vortex, that you allow it, that you're completely comfortable with it, and completely trusting that this is going to happen. Actually, you forget about it. You just forget about it. Why? Because you have this huge employee that actually take care of your business while you are running your life. It's like having a project manager that actually take care of all the little details while you can run up with everything that you need. And if you think about, about something that I heard from Abraham-Hicks, he said, and maybe he took it from someone else, okay, he's very smart by picking up, okay, he said that the only thing a business owner should do, okay, is to create value and rest. And we, as a business owners, okay, supposed to do only two things. We're supposed to create value and rest. And the universe is supposed to do the rest for us. You see? You're supposed to bring value and rest. And the universe is supposed to do the rest, okay? Now, you can recruit anyone that you want according to the universe. If you want to have a business with 1 million people, or you want to have a business as big as Walmart, okay, this is fine, okay? But if you want to have your own life, the concept is the same. You know, the scale doesn't matter, okay? The formula is the same formula, whether you're going to put small numbers or you put big numbers, if you put negative numbers or you put positive numbers, it doesn't matter. The formula is going to stay the same. So this is the formula. Very, very simple formula. The placement process is just what I showed you. How do you like that? It was a real question. How do you like it? What do you think about it? Sashi say it's great. Carol also thinks it's great. And Josette saying, capital letters, I think it's fantastic. One of the things that I definitely advise you to do, okay, I advise you to do the same as I did, okay? I advise you to create a slide, to create a board, okay? A board, okay? Not only with a to-do list in letters, okay, in words, that, you know, not only text it, okay? That is something that you're supposed to do on a daily basis on the 30-day process, and you can make it, you know, as a lifestyle, because I do it all the time, okay? You can actually create a board, okay, with the same concept like I did, okay? You can put yourself there in the sun, okay? Let's go back to it because I love it, okay? You can put yourself there in the sun. Oh, I don't know how to do that yet. Okay, you can put yourself there in the sun, you know, maybe on the beach with your bikini or your swimming suit, or with your best family, just having whatever you really, really, really like to do. Okay, and here you put a picture of the universe, just process everything that you need or needs to be done for you. Okay, and believe it or not, this is going to emit such a strong vibration. Okay, I know how it works. I'm an energy reader. I know how it works. Okay, so, and as Abraham are saying, it's not your subconscious, it's your vibration. That's one of the reasons that I love Abraham so much, and that's why I can so easily teach them. Okay, it's because I understand those concepts. I understand that the subconscious is not subconscious, it's your vibration. Abraham are willing to shout it. Okay, I'm not that good with shouting. I sound like a mouse. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you this. It's not your subconscious, it's your vibration. And how do you know what vibration you're emitting? By the way you feel. So you don't have to go to Freud, you don't have to go too deep with Jung, you don't have to go to a psychiatrist, and you don't have to take pills unless you really like them. And okay, I'm not here to, it's a disclaimer, I'm not I'm not an authority to give you those advices, only to share my experience. Okay, and my experience says that that's where it is. So you can just make, you know, a poster, big poster, okay, and people like my tips, okay, like the tips of the money, you know, that I was making. See the money, okay? Money is only ink on paper, okay? That's what money is. So you can make your own money, okay? I wouldn't advise you to go to shop with it, okay? But the same thing is, okay, you can do with the placemat process. You can have, you know, a big poster in one side, you put yourself, okay, doing the things that you like to do, okay? And on the other side, the universe, who is there? You could put angels, you could put the planet, you can put your ancestors, you can put your cat, you can put your money, you can put everything over there that is going to work for you. Yeah, I already got images with people with, you know, with their money happy. It feels so right. It feels so real. Okay, so it's really important. Once you have those images, every time you look at those images, you actually emit a certain vibration which is going to match. Okay, when I was checking what Abraham was saying on the book, on the process, and when I was listening to their video about the placemat process, they actually don't provide too many examples, okay? But they do say, okay, that things are going to start to happen for you, okay? People are going to call you instead of you calling them. People are going to catch up with some stuff that you were supposed to catch up without you asking them. You know, things are going to come to you instead of you chasing them. And that's where the process, you know, the process is so good with, is so strong with. Okay, this is something that as you do this, you're going to understand how the law of attraction works. The law of attraction works in the path of least resistance, in the path of least effort. Okay? Or let's say the right effort, or the right tension with it. Okay? You have to emit a vibration, but you have to mean it. You have to be in full intention to it. You cannot do it without that. Without really intending it, and we discussed this in the video, a moment of pure intent, without creating and restarting, okay, that moment, activating a moment of pure intent, okay, this vibration is not going to get the right tension. Okay, so you have to be one with yourself. It doesn't take more than 1 second, 1 moment, but you're going to feel that moment. That moment is something tangible. That moment is something you can feel. You feel it. You can feel that shift. And once you feel that shift, everything feels a little more lighter. Okay? Anything you would like to add at this point, you can put it on the text box, and I'm going to take it from there. It's easy this way. Awesome. Let's see if we have YouTube questions. Oh, Jose F say, I never thought about it. I wonder. Oh, Jose said that his eyes start moving fast. He has to practice more. Hi, Jose, you're from Los Angeles. I read it from the end to the beginning. Yeah. Awesome. You see, my job here is to bring new thoughts. Okay, my work is to bring a cutting edge vibration. Okay, my communication with Abraham is not to repeat the things that they already say through Esther. My job, so to say, is to take it further on, okay, to something completely, so to say, fresh. To bring a fresh thought, okay, into their teachings, into the way they are perceived with people. And actually, everybody can do that, and that's what they actually invite everybody to do. They're inviting everybody to put their fresh input in it. They don't want their teaching to become a religious, okay, something which is carved on stone. No, no, no. They say that the formulas are carved in stone, okay, but the applications are completely loose. They're completely out there. Everybody can create their own applications. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing an application. Everybody can make an application. Only the formulas are carved in stone, okay? Yes? Okay, Giuseppe say, I think it's fantastic. YouTube questions, can you see them? Ask advice from Abraham and spirit guides. Yes, you do. And as more as you ask, as more as you get, honest to say. If you hold back, your channel is going to go down. As more as you ask, as more you're going to get. And I'm going to give you an example. Okay, you remember that in the past few days I was posting, in the weekend I was posting a post named The Tower. It was on the language barrier that we have, okay? And it was about going back to, being able to communicate on one language like it was before the flood, at the time of building the Babylon Tower, okay? And I was actually on the vibration of communication via languages, okay? And as you know, that there is the languages of light. The languages of light is the languages of entities that communicate through consciousness, okay? They don't communicate only the way we do. They also communicate on the consciousness level, okay? So there are the languages of light. And believe it or not, yesterday I wanted to listen to Rob Gautier on his, I think, Evolution radio station. And somehow in the last minute, I remember that I wanted to check something on Brad Johnson's radio. And I checked it, or I wanted to see what it is, and I checked it, and I saw that he is just about to podcast on the radio that same moment that I was checking. I said, okay, that might be a sign. And he said, and the title was something that I cannot remember, but it was something like, I don't remember exactly, okay? And when I start listening to this, immediately, of course, I call, to have a question. Believe it or not, I didn't know what I'm going to ask, but I just knew that I want to have the opportunity to ask questions, okay? And talking to Brad Johnson was one of my manifestations. Brad and me are friends on Facebook, okay? But you can do it with 5,000 other people, okay? So I said to myself, that would be wonderful to be able to talk to him, okay, without even knowing what I'm going to ask. And when he started the radio podcast, he started to talk about the light symbols and the light language, and I said to myself, how more than that can happen? How much more synchronicity and how much more accurate the universe can work when I ask you, please teach me more about that language. Okay, so actually the universe bring me into those places that actually I get my information. And more than that, I was getting even some kind of a practice, okay? Something that I can use, something which was practical for me. Okay, so by the end of his podcast, he was asked, he was asking for questions, believe it or not. He had 6 minutes, and I was the only one. I was the only one, okay, to ask a question. So I was able to ask all my questions, okay? So I was just giving you an example of how things can work for you. Yeah. You see, Abraham and everybody else that I'm communicating with, because I'm communicating with everyone that I can be aware of, and this is the trick. You can communicate with anyone you can be aware of. Okay, so my key questions is one of my key questions here was who the universe is or are. Okay, because once you are aware of who is there, you can start communicating with them. So I can communicate with everyone. I'm just aware of its existence. Once I'm aware of something, it's going to show up in my experience. And believe it or not, on Tuesday, after I was giving you that session here, okay, I got such a surprise on my reading. I was like, what? Huh? But I cannot hold doubts of what's showing up in my experience, because once I hold doubts, that's it. It's not going to show up ever again. Doubts, it's just the hammer that breaks everything to small pieces. Faith is the glue. I had to have faith in my experience, and believe it or not, I got first time. You're not going to believe it, but I'm not going to. You're not going to believe it, so I'm not going to share it with you. But I got the biggest surprise of them all in my reading. So you can communicate with everyone you can just aware of on the consciousness level, and the only thing you should do is to allow it and to believe that it happens. Because if you don't believe, it's like that hammer that shedding to pieces that fine, beautiful, 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 beautiful glass. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on. We're actually very close to the end of it. Okay, now what I would like to ask you, okay, look at me, this is going to be cut. Okay, what I would like to ask you that if you like this video, please share it with others. It's really important that as many as possible would be able to rise up the level of awareness and consciousness, just to broaden their experience. Okay, if you like somebody, even you don't like them, it's for the benefit of them to expand. That's the only way. Okay, and here I would like to thank you for taking this part 1. It's actually part 2. Okay, and just remember, as more as you shine bright, as better and faster you attract. Okay, and this is our Facebook group. Okay, Abraham-Hicks, How to Change Your Life in 30 Days. You see that there are numbers here, there are figures here. Okay, so this is our Facebook group. And just remember, as more as you shine bright, as better and faster you attract. Okay, you don't have to believe me. You can try and see for yourself. Okay, when it comes to as more as you shine bright, as more you attract and better you do, it's my favorite of all example with the light bulb. You can have a light bulb which is little as a flashlight, and you can have a light bulb which is huge as the sun. Okay, we cannot compete with that. Okay, but you can see light bulb. As bigger as the light bulb is, as more as electrical charge it can process. Okay, as little as it is, if you're going to charge it with a massive you know, electrical circuit, it's going to burn up. Okay, and as more is charged, this bulb can charge. Okay, it can light bigger. It can light much bigger areas. It can influence more. It can attract more to it. Just think about light bulb in the dark, in the middle of the forest. Okay, if you have a small bulb, it's going to attract few flies. If it's going to be a big one, okay, it's going to attract a lot of flies. So the same thing with you, okay? If you shine bright, you can attract more to you. Your vibration is going to be bigger. If you charge yourself with more light, okay, you can do more. You become a bigger vessel. Okay, I have a question. I think it's fantastic, blah, blah, blah. Sorry for that. How to change your life. Okay. Okay, I see that somebody was just copying my comments here, and this somebody is just that who's doing a fantastic work here to assist me. And yeah, just say yes, thank you. Okay, thank you. Yep, I think the universe wants to talk to me directly. Of course. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. The universe wants to talk directly to each and every one of you. We are advanced enough to bypass the prophets and the gurus and the masters. We got into that time that we can grow ourselves into that level, okay? And you can see the humble that I am, willing to tweet and to speak up and to say whatever I think and to communicate my consciousness with you. And I saw already that some other people with some bigger forces are walking on my footsteps saying, if she can do it, she can do it. I can do it. Okay, you can do it. Everybody can do it. It's really, really easy. It's not just words on paper. Okay, it's not just formula carved on stone. It's something that is in our ability. Okay, and I want to say something for closing, and I want to say something about the soul. Okay, the soul is a very interesting vibration. It's different from all others. It's a very pure form of energy that came directly from source. Yeah, and we have a fraction of it in the body, okay, and it's completely our choice. Okay, how would we would like to experience it? What kind of experience we are going to communicate to source through our soul? Because the communication goes through the soul to the how to say that, to the hard disk, okay, or the motherboard. That's how it goes. Okay. And that's it. I want you to take a very good care of yourself and do the best you can for yourself and others. And if you have any questions, this is the time to ask them. Yeah, let me know on the chat box if you have any questions. Okay, because if we all unmute ourselves, it's going to sound really, 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 really bad. Oh, yes, thank you very much. That was amazing. I love you too. I wonder what you're going to do with that. Lucia was very sweet. Yesterday she jumped in and she said, are you going to do are you going to do the night process with me? I said, okay, I'll do it with you. It's really important that you pair up with people and share your experiences. Yeah. Yeah, Carol say thank you so very much for your presentation. You make the material so accessible. Love and light. Yeah, that's me. I make it all very accessible. I want this, that's how I call my business, spirituality grounded, because I want to demystify things. I want to make them really, really simple and palatable and digestible in the most lightweight possible, so you can really, really do it without even thinking about it. And believe it or not, I realize that a lot of people are processing the information I give them, and they forget even that they got it here, okay? And it's normal. I do the same. I just try to keep tracks of where things are coming from, okay? Gisette gave me those beautiful, beautiful hearts. Any questions, or you're just champion about everything? Okay, let's check YouTube for a second. Oh, the Facebook link in YouTube is broken. Okay, I'll fix it. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, thank you. I'll check it all out. Okay. Anybody would like to say something, to add something, to share an experience with us? You're ready. This is the time for you. If not, we're going to cut it short because the last one was long. Pana, would you like to say something, my love?
Baby Sal, I think you. She's gone.
I don't think I muted. No, I don't think. No, she muted herself. She has to jump in and out to unmute herself, so I'm not going to challenge her with this. Ah! Patrick said that she's speechless. Bringing Pana to the state of being speechless is definitely an achievement. Well, you always ask me the same question, what's the next process is going to be, and believe it or not, I don't know. I don't know. I'm following Abraham and my guides. They're actually guiding me to the next stage. And what I always do, I posted on the group asking you what would you like to discuss, because me, you see that I'm infinite. I have ideas from here to the moon and come back. I can circle the universe with my ideas. I'm completely endless when it comes to this. I can talk about everything all the time. You know, I can just talk like a radio. So really, it's really important for me also to get some insight from you, some feedbacks from you of what would you like to talk about. Okay, what I did try to do, and I try to start from the basics, okay, start to address the thing that actually bothers you the most, okay, the things that are very much on the table, like money, and focusing on what is really essential and what is really important to do, okay, not to waste time on things that are not important, like the placemat process. Placemat process is definitely filtering a lot of debris out of your day and out of your out of your vibration, actually give you a very clear access to whatever you have to do, okay, and actually make you more potent. I don't understand this question. How does it work? What? I don't understand this question, Patru. If you want, you can rephrase it. I don't really understand it. Actually, this is confusion, communication with the universe. Ah, this is a continuation connection with the universe that I already have. Thank you for channeling. Ha! Yeah, you can. I don't see myself as channeling. I see myself as communicating. Okay, let me check. Okay, so how does this work? I want to do something to get to get money like a job or find something to do with my life. Okay, those, the question is, if you want to answer this question, oh yeah, you do the board thing. It's really simple. There are so many things you can do. Well, the law of attraction say that you have to follow the path of least resistance. What it means, you have to start with whatever is accessible for you at the moment. Okay, and I can tell you an example from my own self. Okay, once I was going through a period that actually lost completely confidence with my own ability to do anything. Completely lost. Everything was like, I felt like I cannot do anything. And I met this wonderful friend of mine, okay? Sometimes I think that he's an Anunnaki. And he came to me and he said, just start with whatever you feel that you are sure you can do, something you are completely comfortable of doing, regardless of what it is. And I said to myself, okay, I think I can do that. The masterful, skillful person that I am, I can find something that is going to be easy for me just to do without even thinking about it. Okay? So, just find something which is going to be the easiest and fastest for you to do. Whatever, you know, if you want to take a job, take just a job, okay, the first one that you feel good with, okay, the first one that you feel good with, just to get yourself into the vibration of doing, just to get yourself into the momentum of moving and shifting and having the feeling of not being so so helpless. Just feeling the feel of having some kind of grip on your reality, okay? But you're going to feel control anyhow at the moment. It's not about control in the simple sense of controlling. It's the feeling of knowing. It's the feeling of validating something that actually works for you. Okay, because once you're starting to emit this vibration and you see that it works, once you start working with the process and you see that you're getting results, okay, the feeling of it is going to give you more relaxation. It's going to make you feel more confident, okay? As in decision, power, ability to do tough stuff. I wouldn't jump into the tough stuff, okay? I wouldn't jump into tough stuff. I want to keep things simple, okay? I don't want to think about anything which is tough. Whatever you think is tough is because you don't know how to do it, and if you think it's tough, it means that there's too much of a gap in the vibration between where you are now and where you want to be. That's why you think it's tough, okay? If you think it's tough, it means that it's too much of a gap, okay? Because once you are building yourself up and up and up, you know, in your abilities, okay, it's not going to be tough at all. Nothing is going to be tough, okay? For Donald Trump to rise another building is not that tough, okay? For you to rise another building, it's impossible, okay? So just think about things, you know, that you have to build them little by little. Now, a lot of people get discouraged. Okay, why they get discouraged? Because they look at the bridge. They said, oh, there's so much to go between here and there. This is so far. This is so far. I will never be able to make it. But what we do, okay, we put one step ahead of the other, okay, and believe it or not, I'm already there. So don't think, see yourself on the other hand, see yourself there, okay, and start walking, okay? And every step is going to give you, okay, a different view of the same thing, a different experience of the same thing, because being on the beginning of the bridge feel one way, and being on the middle of the bridge feel a different way, okay? And this is going to be an evolution experience for you. So just start wherever you are. Start with whatever you feel that you're capable of doing without no much of an effort. Yeah. And if you work with a placemat process, this is so simple, because you can ask, because this is an abstract kind of work. Okay, you can ask the universe, please show me. Okay, please show me. Okay, the potentials. Okay, that are in front of me. Universe, please bring me the right people. Okay, and the right occasions and the right potentials. Okay, to take me to my next level. Yeah. I'm your Anunnaki friend. Yes, I'm O minus, most likely. Yeah. Okay, so really, you always have to start wherever you are, and this is something that I constantly repeating. Okay, you have to go from point A to point B, and then point B is going to be point A again, and then you're going to have another point B, and point B is going to become point A again, and you're going to be, and then you're going to have point B again. Okay, and in order for you to go to point A, you have to recognize it. You have to agree with it. You cannot move. Okay, I cannot drive to the next city. Okay, if I don't know where my starting point is. I'm not going to get there. I cannot hallucinate that I am in New York, okay, to go to DC. I'm not going to get there. I have to know where I am. You understand? So if you're in a place that you have a certain things working for you, okay, and it doesn't have to be that much. Yeah. Awesome. You always have to start wherever you are and be confident that it's only going to get better, because as better it gets, it's better it gets. Okay. Okay. Well, I hope you got something from today, and I hope you really enjoyed it, at least as much as I did. Okay. And if you like it, please share it with your friends. If if you get any benefit with your experiences, please share your experiences with me and with others. Okay. The mission here, I hate those big words. Okay, I don't like talking with big words. Some people are really enthusiastic about them. I don't. Okay. The mission here, okay, is to rise the level of consciousness. Okay, the purpose, wonderful word, thank you to that. Okay, the purpose is to assist as many as possible of people to rise the level of consciousness, and this way we're going to actually immediately affect our own life, believe it or not. Yeah, we're part of that consciousness, we're part of the collective consciousness, and the collective consciousness is one. We all the time say that we're one, and one of the first things that we are one, okay, we're a collective consciousness. So the way we're going now, we are changing the collective consciousness. So we want to get as many as possible, and this is all free. So just enjoy it and share with others. Okay, so we're ending up for today. Thank you for being with me, and join us on Facebook and on Google+. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye-bye. Ciao for now. Bye.